Okay, this is for Algebra 2. We're still talking about exponential functions. We're going to talk about growth and decay today. When you have your formula y equal ab to the x, a, which is the number at the front, is your coefficient. B, which is the one that's holding the exponent, is your base. And x will be your exponent. Some properties of exponential function is that they are continuous and point to point. The domain will always be ARN for an exponential. The x-axis is the asymptote because it's never actually going to touch your x-axis. The range, there's two possibilities. If a is greater than 0, then it is all positive numbers. Or you could say y is greater than 0. If a is less than 0, then it will be all negative numbers, or you could say y is less than 0. The graph will always contain the point 0, 8. To graph an exponential function, you're going to make a table and find some points. Or you could put it in y equal and look at the table on your calculator. Then you're going to plot the points, and then you're going to draw your line. So, exponential functions showing growth. A will be greater than 0. B will be greater than 1. And the graph goes up. Over to the right on your notes, there's just some white space. You need to add neither there. For the graph to be neither growth nor decay, if A is less than 0 or if B is less than 0. In other words, if A or B is negative, then it's neither growth nor decay. An exponential function that shows decay, A is greater than 0, it's positive. B is between 0 and 1. So 0 is less than, B is less than 1. It's a decimal or a fraction, smaller than 1. And when you look at the line goes down. One thing to add to the neither is that the line will be below the x-axis. It might go up, it might go down, but it's going to be in the lower part of the graph. If it's growth or decay, it's going to be above the x-axis in the upper half of your graph. To solve an exponential using the graphing calculator, we've already talked about this. You put the left side at y1, you put the right side at y2, you do second calc intersect, which is number 5, enter, 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 and the x value is your answer. So looking at this one, there is no number at the beginning, so your coefficient, or a, is 1. Your base is 1/5. Your domain is always ARN. Your range, you're going to look at A. Since A is positive, your range will be the positive numbers. Growth, decay, or neither. First of all, make sure they're both positive, A and B, and they are. So then when you look at B, it is a fraction. It is smaller than 1, so this is decay. For your graph, you know it's going to go through the point 0, 1 because A is 1. So you make a dot there. It's decay, so it's going to come down through that and then curve over. So looking at number 2, A is 2, B is 5. The domain is ARN. Okay, this has nothing to do with this problem, but in case you're having trouble finding the right problem, your pages may be in a different order than what I did this, okay? Your range, we look at A, it's positive, so it's going to be the positive numbers. Your growth, decay, or neither, we look at B, and it's greater than 1, so we have growth. We know it's going to go through the point 0, 2, and it's growth, which means it's going up, so it should look something like this. A is 1, B is 2/3, domain is ARN. The range, look at A, it's positive, so the range is positive numbers. Growth, decay, or neither, A and B are both positive, so look at B, it's a fraction, so it's decay. has to go through the point 0, 1. It's decay, so it's going down, so something kind of like this. A is negative 2.8, B is 2, domain is ARN, range, you look at A, and it's going to be the negative numbers. And it's neither growth nor decay because of this negative up here with the A. So this is one that you're probably going to want to look on your calculator to graph it. We know it's going to go through 0 and negative 2.8, so you know you're going to have a point there. But then you're going to want to go to y equal and clear everything out and say negative 2.8 open to close rooftop x. And then just go to zoom 6 just to get a basic idea, and it's going to be going down. But the important thing is to realize that when it's neither growth nor decay, it's going to be in the bottom half of your graph. Okay, if you're going to solve this one on your graphing calculator, you're going to go to y equal, clear it out. You're going to do 2 rooftop open, 3x minus 9 close. And then at y2, you're going to do open, 1 divided by 2 close, rooftop open, x minus 3. It's very important that you put those exponents in parentheses. Go to second calc, number 5. Let it draw. And then enter, enter, enter. X is equal to 3. All right, so looking at this one, your A is 0.5, your B is 2, your domain is ARN. The range is all positive numbers because A was positive. It is growth because B is greater than 1. We know it's going to go through 0.5, and it's growth, so we know it's going to be going up. A is negative 2, B is 1/4, your domain is ARN. Your range is all negative numbers because A is a negative value, and it is neither because we had a negative. So you're going to want to put it into y equal to figure out what your graph is going to look like. We know it's going to go through 0, negative 2. You're going to say negative 2, open, 1 divided by 4, close, rooftop x. Go to zoom 6, and it's going up through that point. A is 1, B is 0.7, your domain is ARN, your range is positive numbers. This one is decay because 0.7 is a decimal that's smaller than 1. It's going to go through the point 0, 1. We said it was decay, so it's going down, something like that. You're going to go at y1, and you're going to say 9, rooftop, open, x minus 1, close. At y2, you're going to say open 1 divided by 81. You're going to go second, calc, number 5, enter, 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 and you should get x equal negative 1. So at y1, you're going to do 5, rooftop, open, x plus 3. At y2, you're going to do 2, rooftop, open, x plus 4. You're going to go second, calc, 5, enter, 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 and you should get x equal negative 2.24. Looking at y equal 1/5 to the x power, your A is 1, your B is 1/5, your domain is ARN, your range is all positive numbers. It's showing decay. You know that it's going to go through the point 0, 1. We know it is decay, so it's going to go down like that. Number 2, your A is 2, your B is 5, your domain is going to be ARN, your range is all positive numbers. This one is going to be showing growth. It's going to go through the point 0, 2. If it's showing growth, then we know it's going to go up. Number 3, A is 1, B is 2/3, your domain is ARN, your range is all positive numbers, showing decay. It will go through the point 0, 1. Since it is decay, it will be going down. Looking at number 4, your A is negative 2.8, your B is 2, your domain is ARN, your range is all negative numbers, and this is showing neither growth nor decay. It's going to go through the point 0, negative 2.8. And if you look at the graph on your calculator, you'll see that it goes something like this. Looking at the bottom of this page, solve using your graphing calculator. You're going to go to y equal, and on y1 you're going to put 2 rooftop 3x minus 9. Make sure that it's either all up high or you use parentheses. At y2 you're going to put open 1 divided by 2 close rooftop x minus 3. Second calc 5, let it draw. Enter, enter, enter. And you get x equals 3. That should be all of your notes. You're ready for your worksheet. If you have questions, call me over.